Dear students, so far we have discussed different formulae for refractive index. So today again we are going to discuss one more formula for refractive index of one medium with respect to other. Remember that the light is incident in a medium which we call as first medium, and it is refracted in the medium second medium. So second medium is a medium in which refracted ray travels, and first medium is the medium in which the incident ray was coming. So we call refractive index of second medium with respect to the first medium. The first formula which we did was the ratio of sine of the angle of incidence to the sine of the angle of refraction. Then we discussed when light is traveling from air towards a medium, then refractive index of the medium will be the ratio of the speed of light in air to the speed of light in that medium. And if the light is not traveling from air, it is coming from one medium like glass to water, then we will take the ratio of speed of light in first medium to the speed of light in second medium. Now from this formula we are going to derive fourth formula for refractive index, in which we are just rearranging the above terms like this by multiplying and dividing with the C factor. C is our velocity of light in vacuum. So if you just rearrange these, you will see what is this. I am just doing it for your clarification. It is C upon V2 into C upon V1, means V1 is in the numerator. So simply it is this formula only. Now what is this C upon V2? From this above formula, it is the ratio of velocity of light in air to the velocity of light in the second medium. So it will be mu2, simply mu2. And what will be C upon V1? Again it will be mu1. So mu2 with respect to 1 becomes mu2 upon mu1, where mu2 is absolute refractive index of medium 2 and mu1 is absolute refractive index of medium 1. Now let us take some examples. If we know the absolute refractive indices of, let us say, glass and water. For glass it is 3/2 and for water it is 4/3. So for glass 3/2 and for water it is 4/3. And we are asked what is the refractive index of glass with respect to water. Then following this formula, it will be refractive index of glass upon refractive index of water. These are the absolute refractive indices when light was coming from air to glass or from air to water. Substituting these values, it will become 3/2 upon 4/3 or 9/8. Similarly, reverse, refractive index of water with respect to glass will be ratio of mu of water to mu of glass, that is 4 upon 3 upon 3/2, that is 8 upon 9, and the answer will be 0.89. So from these two relations we have learned another formula for refractive index, that refractive index of second medium with respect to 1 is actually, you may see 9/8, 8/9. So it means these are reciprocals of each other. So this is the formula we will study from the reversibility principle. And one more thing I want to share here, that refractive index of one medium with respect to other, it can be found either by using absolute refractive indices or by using the speeds of light. If you are given the speed of light in water and glass, then you simply follow the formula V1 upon V2, this formula. And if you are given only the absolute refractive indices, then you will follow this formula, that is mu2 upon mu1. And one more thing, just to make you clear and help you to learn, I just want to tell you, in all the above formulas, numerator quantity was the quantity of the first medium. Like I angle was in the first medium, R angle was in the second medium. C was air. Air was the first medium, speed of light in air, and V was speed of light in the second medium, that is the medium itself. We call it a medium only. So mu of medium is actually mu of the medium with respect to air, which is also called absolute refractive index. And only for this formula the quantity of the second medium comes in the numerator. Other all formulae are following the quantity of first medium in the numerator. Then comes our conditions for a ray of light to pass undeviated on refraction. These conditions I discussed with you in the previous video also, that one case is if your light is going straight, means normal to the surface, this case where I is 0 and R will also be 0, so no refraction, no bending will take place. Second case was when the light travels from one medium to another but the refractive index of both mediums is same, means that the speed of light does not vary while traveling from first medium to another, then it will again go straight, right? Then comes the relation how to find the wavelength in the second medium when the light is getting refracted, and you know the mediums, first medium is air. Obviously you are given absolute refractive index of the medium, like glass. Light is traveling in glass from air, and you have been given the lambda, that is wavelength of light in glass. You have to calculate, and you have been given the wavelength of light in air. Its value is given. Then the formula for wavelength in the second medium, which may be glass, any medium, is lambda upon mu, means 1 by refractive index times the wavelength decreases, and it decreases in case mu is more than 1, and if the mu is less than 1 it increases. Then are factors on which refractive index depends. So number 1, nature of the medium. Refractive index is more in that case where speed decreases, speed of light decreases, then refractive index is more. So lesser the speed of light, more will be the refractive index. This can be followed from this relation. So if speed of light in air is a constant, mu is inversely related to velocity of light in that medium. So less the velocity, more will be mu, more the velocity, less will be the mu of the medium. Second is temperature. With the increase in temperature, refractive index decreases. And third is the color of light. So if the wavelength or the color of light is different, then refractive index for that particular light will also be different. For example, for violet, we will find that violet light ke liye mu is always greater than that of red. This thing can be learned from our knowledge of spectrum. We know that for violet light deviation is more, and for red light deviation is less. It means what? It means that violet speed of violet is much less than that of red. So less the speed, more will